All right, so let's take a look. I think no matter what, I don't think the numbers are going to change. So like the one I'm looking at is the one you're looking at. If not, the numbers I'm sure are similar. Right, so the first part just says, what is the y-intercept of each function and how and what does it represent? So, well, the functions are populations of cities using two different models, or population of a city using two different models. Um, sorry, one is a model, one's actual. Anyway, the y-intercept is there, right? So for both, the y-intercept represents the population at year 0, and they're both 8,000. Year 0, by definition, is the year 2000, right? Because I think X is defined as a number of years since 2000. 2000 is when this study started. So the y-intercept is 8,000 in the year 2000. And that would be the same answer for both. So let's do that. All right. Okay, so now it says identify the end behaviors of f and p and choose the correct answer below. So, I mean, these are degree 4 polynomials. So like if these were to continue, it'd probably do something like this. Whatever. All right, so horrible drawing, but you get the idea. Because remember, even degree means that it will do the same thing on both sides. It's either both going up or both going down. Well, this is clearly ending going to the right. Ending going up to the right. We actually don't care about any of this because it doesn't make sense in the context of the question. The study started in 2000. We're not looking back. So we need one of the answer choices that is talking about as x approaches negative infinity, which means as x approaches to the left side, the second part's irrelevant, right? So at this point, I can eliminate A and I can eliminate D. It's got to be either B or C because, again, as x goes to the left, we're not looking at the end behavior, so it's irrelevant. For part B, as x approaches infinity, which means as x goes to the right, y approaches positive infinity, which means y goes up. That's what's happening, right? So that's why the answer choice here is going to be B. C is saying as x approaches infinity, so as x goes right, y approaches negative infinity, so y goes down. That would be if these were all curving down, and that's not what's happening, so that's why C is out. So it's definitely B. All right. And then this question I had a little issue with when I was doing it with someone else in class. Just the way that it works, it's kind of weird. So we're going to do it the way that I think it should be done, and then I'll show you what to type in to actually get the answer that it wants. So it says compare the average rates of change for both functions, the f and the p, for 2000 from 2003 to 2005. So when we're talking about average rate of change, there is that formula. Essentially, it's there's the formula from the notes, but essentially it's just a slope formula. So I need two ordered pairs. Well, if I've got two ordered pairs that I'm looking for, it's telling what the x values are for both. So 2003 is an x value of 3. 2005 is an x value of 5. Because remember, x is defined as the amount of the amount of years since 2000, right? Now, how do you get the y values for that? Well, you have to substitute into the function. So we have to do this, by the way, we have to do this for both the f and the p function. It looks like p is first there, so let's do the p function first, which is this one. So when I say evaluate, I'm saying, all right, I'm taking the p function and finding p of 3. So that's 7 times 3 to the 4th, minus 6 times 3 to the 3rd, plus 5 times 3, plus 8,000. Running out of room. All right, we do that on the calculator. Let's see what we get. All right, so I got 8,420, so that's going to go here. And then do the same thing for 5. So I can find P of 5, just substituting 5 in for the same function. Instead of 3, it's 5. And I got 11,650. So now I've got my two ordered pairs. Again, now you're just finding the slope between them. So it's 11,650 minus 8,420 over 5 minus 3. Let's see what we get. All right, I got 1,615. So here's where I kind of thought the book was weird. You see how it says about? It doesn't say to round necessarily to the nearest thousand. My only thought is, or the nearest hundred, I should say. My only thought, well, that doesn't even make sense. Anyway, I was gonna say because it's round, no, it is round to the nearest thousand. So why would, okay, anyway, I'm rambling. It doesn't want 1,615. It just wants 1,600 in there. It wants you to round to the nearest hundred. Okay. I'll leave the rest of this for you to try on your own. So you're going to do the exact same thing we just did with the p function, but do it with the f function. Round it to the nearest hundred, put it there, and then you compare them and answer that last question. So hopefully that's helpful. Let me know if you have other questions or if you have questions on other questions. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday.